Today, we're not just telling stories, we're celebrating them. The kids, the families, and the care happening every day at Intermountain Primary Children's Hospital, a place that has changed so many lives for the better.
It's always very welcoming, and just knowing that I have people there that are gonna help me and be with me like every step of the way.
For many kids, it's not just a hospital, it's a place where they feel loved.
It's also such a beautiful place of hope because there are so many children who aren't given the opportunity to receive the quality of care that we do.
And a place where childhood is celebrated.
Even though she has differences, she is still able to be a kid. She's just a normal, perfect baby, you know, that just had to have surgery.
We trusted the team up there, and thank God we did.
And in life's toughest challenges, it's trust in the doctors, nurses, and care team that carries families through.
Supporting the hospital makes it possible for every child and every family to receive that same level of care, regardless of their circumstances.
So today we celebrate the kids, we celebrate the families, we celebrate the moments that make a real difference. And we invite you to be a part of it. Now's your chance to give, because every child deserves a reason to celebrate.
A disability doesn't hold you back, it gives you opportunity. Is this a curse or a blessing? People, I gotta say, probably a blessing.
And good morning and welcome to the annual KSL Intermountain Primary Children's Hospital Give-A-Thon. I'm Lori Pritchard, joined by Tamara Viafanua, Brooke Walker, and Kristen Van Dyke. We are so excited to be here to celebrate all the amazing things happening at the hospital.
And we look forward to this day all year long. We love seeing how you, our wonderful community, how everyone gets involved. Chances are you know someone who has been to the hospital, who has really benefited from the great care there. So you know that what a difference this hospital can make. That's really the whole goal behind our efforts today, to raise money for those kids who truly need it.
That's the goal, and we do always like to describe the energy behind that goal, because there is such a buzz here that we hope you take into your homes and into your hearts. I'm going to give you a little meet cute of the people who are here today. We have volunteers manning the phones. They are ready to take your donations. They're womaning the phones too, I should say. And there are a lot of kids and families here to share their powerful stories. I was walking into the studio through the green room and I overheard someone say, "This is our favorite day of the year." And I know we all can reflect that sentiment. It's because of the people, not just the people who are here, but the people we are invited to help today as we bring hope and healing to the kids of Primary Children's Hospital.
Yeah, we are so excited to be here, and thank you so much for joining us. So for the next few hours, we're going to share amazing stories, highlight the incredible work happening every day at the hospital, and you can be a part of it. And something really exciting, any donation that you give in the next hour will be matched dollar for dollar, thanks to our generous matching donor, Northwestern Mutual. So if you give $100, they'll give $100.
This is our favorite math.
I know, it's the best. It's easy. It's, you just double it, right? And so all you have to do is really easy. Just call the number 801 KSL Kids or donate online, kslkids.com. Or there's a QR code on the screen too.
Yes.
Let's get the phones ringing.
Let's do it.
Absolutely. The Primary Children's Give-A-Thon, you know, they have been part of KSL for decades. For 50 years, you've heard these stories on the radio, and for the past 43 years, you've welcomed it into your home on TV. More recently, listeners from FM 100 and 103.5 The Arrow have become an important part of the Give-A-Thon as well. Together, we have helped raise nearly $61 million. It's a cause that we're proud to support because of the care and the compassion children at Primary Children's Hospital, truly making such a powerful difference in kids' lives. This is something that we are truly excited to celebrate year after year. We love sharing the stories of those families who have been helped by the generosity of the hospital, and we love all just coming together to support one another for this meaningful cause. So let's go ahead and start celebrating right now. Let's get this party started. We need to get those phones ringing, Kristen.
Oh, yeah. We need to put these volunteers to work. I mean, they are here to work hard, answer those phones, and to help out. And don't forget that you can donate. And again, over the next 30 minutes, we are going to see that match. So make sure that you're calling the number 801 KSL Kids or go to kslkids.com, and you can use the QR code on the screen. It will take you right there. These people are busy. We want to get them busier. So make sure that you do take the time. Phone call, QR screen, whatever you can do. Let's put these guys to work. And don't forget, we have a donor that's going to be matching happening with Hyundai. That means you can double your money. So whatever you donate, even if it's as little as $10, that's $20, that's going to go directly to a family to help. It's such a big deal. So please, let's get these lovely volunteers to work, and let's get those calls going. Tamara?
Oh, absolutely. We do want to note that Northwestern Mutual, they are going to be our sponsor for the hour. So please keep that in mind. But if you are looking for, a simple way to make a big impact all year long, consider becoming what we call a smile maker. And it's simple. Just sign up where you give a recurring monthly gift of $15 or more for at least a year. That monthly donation helps kids at Primary Children's Hospital every single day. And we made it super easy for you. Just head to kslkids.com to get you started. No matter how much you give, you can, really feel good knowing that your donation is going to a truly meaningful cause. Because 100% of the money we receive, it stays here locally to help children at Primary Children's Hospital. So thank you so much for stepping up and making a difference. Again, every dollar, every penny, it all adds up. When you become a smile maker, you are joining, a special group of people who care deeply about our community. So we do want to check in with Kristen. I know that she's been manning the phones and trying to get folks out there to pick up the phones to donate what they can. So I know we've got a lot going on here. So
we do. It's so busy.
Want to make sure we check in with you.
And I just love the energy here too. Everyone's so excited to be here. Everyone's ready to help out. And these kids, we have to do what we can for them. And you can make a big difference right now. This is your sign. You see our volunteers there, so lovely at work. And Primary Children's Hospital, it helps children every single day. And we want to tell you about one of those special kids right now. JC Vance was diagnosed with spina bifida before she was even born. But thanks to groundbreaking procedures at Primary Children's Hospital, she's not just surviving, she's thriving. And her journey is a powerful reminder of why your donations during the Give-A-Thon really matter. So give us a call while you watch your story.
Hi, what you doing?
The Vance family is all smiles these days, a happy family of 4. But their journey to get here was anything but easy. Madison was pregnant with their second child, a baby girl.
So we went in for just our routine 20-week ultrasound. We didn't get the vibe that anything was wrong, right?
At first there was no reason to worry, until suddenly there was.
We think that we see something in the pictures. It looks like there's some signs of spina bifida.
Spina bifida is a condition where a baby's spine doesn't form properly, leaving part of the spinal cord exposed. It can affect everything from mobility to brain development to lifelong independence. But Madison and her husband Graham learned about a rare procedure performed while the baby is still in the womb. In the past, they would have had to travel out of state for the complex surgery, but instead they were able to stay here in Utah.
The fact that it was just 30 miles away from our house was amazing, that we were able to do it so close to home.
At just 26 weeks pregnant, doctors operated before baby JC was born.
They made an incision from my belly button down to just my belly button down, and then they pulled the uterus up, and they laparoscopically went into my uterus with a camera and the tools, and were able to stitch up that hole in her back.
That surgery gave JC valuable time to grow stronger, protected from further damage to her spine. When JC was finally born, her story was already written on her tiny body.
We could see the scar on her back. The stitches were already there.
A scar that, to this family, means everything.
I have a scar on my belly that matches the scar on her back, and I appreciate my scar and hers, and it was just a wild ride. It was hard, but it was worth it.
Today, at 8 months old, you'd never guess the fight she's already been through.
Yeah, she's just a normal, perfect baby, that just had to have surgery.
She's still followed closely by a full care team at Intermountain Primary Children's Hospital.
Primaries has a whole spina bifida clinic, so we see a whole team of people. We see physical therapists, occupational therapists.
Looking back, her parents say the fear was real, but so was the hope.
So it was just scary. We kind of went into it blind, but we trusted the team up there, and thank God we did, because we don't know, she'd be as improved as she is right now. Because right now she's just a normal baby, I think.
And at home, JC has one very proud protector.
Hank is the best. He's the best big brother. She loves him. She watches him and laughs at him.
A perfect fit for a family that has fought so hard to have her here.
She's amazing, and she's just fits right in with us, so we love to have her.
She is amazing, and so is this family. I just told Maddie Vance, I don't even know you were new friends, but I'm so proud of you. Like, look at all you went through, and look at all you've done. And hi, baby JC. At last minute, big brother Hank decided to jump into this studio conversation, and I thought he was 18, but you told me you're just 4 years old, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you have a beautiful family.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful family. We saw JC smiling and playing. She's been winning everyone over with her roles and her smiles here in the studio today. Is this, as you look at this snapshot, considering all that you've been through to get to this point, what goes through your mind and heart?
I was just saying earlier, talking about the surgery and the recovery and stuff, it's just I almost forgot about all of it just because this is just amazing, and this is what we did all of that for.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, she's staying busy.
So this is all you could ever want is right here, right?
Yeah, you feel the gratitude and the blessings from that for sure. Can you take us back, and I almost hate to ask, but to that 20-week ultrasound, right?
Yeah.
Was when you first learned the news. What was that like?
It was really hard. So we went in for just the normal routine, and the 20-week anatomy scan. And we went in and did the ultrasound and got the pictures and everything. And I do remember the tech getting a little bit quiet. And I said to my husband, I feel like she was being a little weird, but...
It's when your heart starts to pound a little bit.
But I was also still trying to be optimistic, right?
Sure.
So we had our pictures, and then we go into the waiting room again before we see my doctor.
Yeah.
And she came right in, and she was just like, Maddie, we see signs of spina bifida, and I need you to go to an MFM right now. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So that's what we did.
The opportunity, and I guess that's the word I'll reach for, to treat close to home, I know meant a lot to you and your family.
Yep.
I mean, hard to imagine otherwise if you would have had to go to a further distance hospital or an out-of-state resource. It must have felt so comforting to be able to treat her here.
Yeah, so comforting, especially with a toddler at home already, and then my husband and I both work, and the travel wasn't too bad, just down into the city, right? And so, we would have had to put a lot on hold to
make that happen.
To travel, which I would have with zero regrets. But us being able to do it close was great because there was also so much follow-up after the surgery.
Okay.
That I don't know. I can't even imagine what it would have been like if we weren't close. With the follow-up after the surgery, up until I had her. I mean, I saw my doctor once a week, I felt like.
Yeah, we'll add that to the list of blessings, right? The resource that we call our hospital here at home. So quickly, for anyone watching that's thinking of donating, you know firsthand what this hospital can mean to families. What would you say to that person?
I would just say that, this hospital means everything to me, obviously. I spent a lot of time there with my husband. And Hank got to come visit us a couple times.
Hank liked the ice cream and the games, I understand. It really is a family zone, right? It's a place where children can heal.
Yep, and it's just, you just get that feeling when you walk into the doors that you're scared up until that point, but you walk in the doors and you're just like, well, this is our safe place. This
Yeah.
is where
Well
we need to be to get what we need, right?
Well said, Maddie. A place of safety, a place of comfort, a place of healing. And look at your beautiful family. We're celebrating with you. Thank you for sharing your story. Bye, Hank. Love the hat man. Thanks for joining us. Bye, baby girl.
you
You
say
need
bye?
to be on a Gerber bottle. All right, Lori, we'll send it over to you.
All right, Brooke, it is a pandemonium on the plaza for this patient party. Take a look behind me. You've got the Rise Up Children's Choir. Hey guys, say hi to everyone. You're on TV. We're going to hear from them in just a bit. But if you look along here, we've got people who are coloring. We've got people playing Tetris. We've got food, games, everything that you would want, because that's exactly what this is. This is a celebration of those children and the work that Primary Children's Hospital does. We also are celebrating our donors, and we have a wonderful donor this morning, Steve Anderson from J&J. Thank you so much for being here. You have a donation for us. You brought your cute son too.
Yeah, I did. This is my son, Ben. He's kind of a new face of J&J.
I know. I asked him for his autograph because I've seen him on the commercial.
Yes.
He said maybe later if he has time.
Maybe later. Might cost you.
All right. Let's talk about the money that you all have raised for Primary Children's Hospital. You want to show us? All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, $1,500. Not to mention the fact that I heard that you also have some money that comes from your grandpa.
Yeah, my grandpa, Dave Stevenson, owners of J&J, gave a donation.
Yes. All
Yeah.
right. And I get to open this.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you hold my
Sure.
microphone here? And I'm going to give a little drum roll. Dun, 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 dun. Is that $15,000?
Yes.
That is $15,000, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so, so much to J&J Nursery and all the work that you do to help us raise money for Primary Children's Hospital. And your son has been at Primary Children's.
Yes, he was up here when he was little. He got diagnosed with E. coli, and they didn't know what But anyways, he was at another hospital, went to primaries, and they literally saved his life.
Wow. So great work at Primary Children's Hospital, something that you certainly benefited from. Okay, do you want to say hi to your grandpa?
Hi, Grandpa.
Thank you both so, so much for your generous donation.
It's our pleasure. Thank you.
Back to you in the studio.
Oh, we love seeing the generosity. It just warms our heart. KSL TV, along with KSL Radio, FM 100, The Arrow, and our Sports Zone have been raising funds all morning long for the hospital. Now we get to see exactly where we are at.
Okay, let's check in and see how much have we raised so far. Let's get the drum roll. I hear it. Look at this number, 72,773.
A cheer or what?
Oh, that is
Yes.
awesome. I'm hearing the cowbells ringing. We are on our way.
All right, well, let's go ahead and check back in with Lori, hanging out at the plaza. Lori.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so I am here with the Rise Up Children's Choir. How are you all doing? Oh, come on. You can be louder than that. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we have two lovely ladies over here. How are you all today?
I'm feeling pretty good.
You're feeling pretty good? You ready to sing?
Yeah.
Okay, so as I understand it, you both have been to Primary Children's Hospital. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And the work that they've done for you, amazing.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so what song are you going to sing for us?
We're going to sing Make Your Own Kind of Music.
Make Your Own Kind of Music. Can I join you? Oh, say no. No. All right, Make Your Own Kind of Music. This is the Rise Up Children's Choir. Take it away.
Make Whether you were born here or you're just moving in, here you'll find
I-15.
friends, fans, fun, fry sauce, and family. From all of us at KSL, welcome home.
KSL Give-A-Thon for Primary Children's Hospital. Thanks so much for being here with us, joining in on this wonderful celebration, a time we look forward to all year long. We are extremely grateful for all the donations that have been pouring in. We try to make this very simple for you, to make it donating very easy, because we know just how much these dollars can stretch and really make a difference. We've got the volunteers here right now. They've been here for several hours. I've been checking in with Curtis here, who says, I've asked him, has it been busy? But we could always be busier, right, Curtis?
We could always be busy. We've had a lot of great donations, but we can always use more.
Well, we appreciate you being here, folks. To give us a call, 801 KSL Kids, 801-575-5437. Chat with one of these wonderful volunteers that we have here who are giving of their time, ready to take your call. Lori?
Well, as we air the special Give-A-Thon on television and radio, we're also posting on social media all day long. Our pages are full of amazing stories about people who've been impacted by Primary Children's Hospital. So we're going to take a look at some of the comments that people are posting. And we begin with Aubrey Peterson Sorensen. She says, I have 3 kids with disabilities, and we spend a lot of time at primaries. It means therapies to help them with daily life, easy access to specialists that help manage their difficulties like juvenile arthritis, and providers who know best how to do surgeries on very small children. It means a child life specialist who comes in and explains the equipment it's used so it isn't so scary, or has sensory items for my most severe child so he is cooperative for his appointments. Primary means a lot to my kids, and I can't imagine how hard it would be to be without it. And Lauren Hansen kept it short and sweet, but her message drives home the goal of today's Give-A-Thon, and it's this: I donate, it's a good thing. And Michelle Leifson says, my son was diagnosed with a brain tumor at age 3, 5 years ago. We are there a lot for checkup appointments. Primary Children's Hospital has been amazing through it all. The providers are caring and knowledgeable. They make sure we understand everything. The hospital staff, nurses are always trying to make sure my son is comfortable when we go for all of his checkups, and also try to make us comfortable. They're amazing there, and we couldn't do this without them. And we can't do this without you. These powerful stories, and we know so many of you have your own stories. So send us your pictures or stories about Primary Children's Hospital.
Well, every day at Primary Children's Hospital, doctors, nurses, and families, they witness what can only be described as miracles. Stories of hope, healing, and second chances. This next story you're about to see, this is an example of one of those miracles. It's about resilience, generosity, and the extraordinary connections formed inside the hospital walls, where complete strangers can become family, and hope can change everything.
No parent wants to know your 3-month-old daughter needs a liver transplant to save her life.
Soon after Justin and Jasmine welcomed baby Ellie, they knew something was wrong.
So she was very jaundiced when she was born. The whole thing, yellow skin, yellow eyes. And at first we kind of joked, she's our dark-skinned little baby. She's gets her mom's complexion.
Before long, the jokes turned into fear. Doctors confirmed Ellie would need a liver transplant to survive.
So we got her transplant workup done, got her diagnosis officially, biopsies, blood work. It was a grueling week.
They immediately started thinking about a donor.
I could not donate because you have to be 6 months postpartum, and I was not 6 months postpartum.
So Justin stepped up but didn't get the news he'd hoped for.
You're not a match. And I was so disheartened. We felt defeated.
But then came a call that changed everything.
There's another child here at Primary Children's Hospital that you are a perfect match for. And there's someone else who is worked up for her that's not eligible to donate to her, but she is a perfect match for Ellie.
It's called a paired liver exchange. Justin would donate part of his liver to another child, and in return, a family friend of that child would donate part of her liver to Ellie. The surgeries were back to back, but there were complications.
Because of that, we want to keep her open, but keep her monitored in PICU, and then we will check it again. We'll go back into surgery first thing again the next morning.
While doctors fought to save Ellie, Justin went into surgery himself.
It's the first time I got to inhale and exhale and feel like it's gonna be okay, and Dad's gonna be okay. And I remember he came out of surgery, his first words were, "Is my daughter okay?"
She was okay, and for the first time, her parents saw the change they had prayed for.
She had bright highlighter yellow eyes all of her life. Coming out of surgery, she's kind of in and out of it. She kind of opens her eyes and they're just bright white. I mean, like the first snow of the season, blinding white.
Since then, the young woman who helped save Ellie's life has become like family.
She didn't want to be held by anybody other than Mom and Dad, but we met Annie for the first time during that, and she just went right to Annie and let her hold her right off the bat.
To have someone do it for you when you can't do it, and every bone in your body wants to be able to be the one to do it, is just a gift. Such a gift. The biggest gift.
Today, Ellie is thriving.
She's growing and she's walking and talking and social, and she's got a personality.
What started as every parent's worst nightmare has become a story of generosity and two families forever connected. A father willing to save a stranger's child and a donor willing to save his.
And so the domino effect of generosity from him and Annie, it's remarkable how it happened.
For Justin and Jasmine, the fear and uncertainty of those early days have been replaced with gratitude.
Of how everything happened exactly how it was supposed to happen.
It's true.
There are a few wet, shining eyes in the studio, just like Ellie's post-surgery. That was so touching and so tender. I'm joined now by Dr. Zach Kastenberg. He's a pediatric surgeon that specializes in transplant surgery. Thank you for being here. Thanks for giving your time.
Well, thank you for having me.
So we felt, and I know you hold in your hands often, the parents' anxiety, right, as they wanted to be the ones to step up and volunteer and essentially save their daughter's life. They weren't a match. How common is that to not be able to find that familial match?
It's fairly common, actually. And, it's pretty universal that parents are very eager to donate for their children. And unfortunately, they're not always matches.
As a physician, what is it like then to see two families be able to come together, two strangers, right, before this, and save each other's lives, save each other's families?
It's really special. I think being a surgeon, part of the team, it's special, but just being human, I think seeing that the relationship they develop and the trust they take and put in each other and the trust they put in the team, taking care of them, I think really makes the whole situation just super, super special.
I feel like we don't hear a lot about this paired liver exchange. Is it new?
It's not necessarily new, but it's uncommon. I think that one thing that makes our program at Primary Children special is that we're very aggressive with living donations so that we can get small children like Ellie transplanted when they're still relatively healthy. And so the more living donor transplants that you do, the more opportunity you have for donors to be exchanged like this.
And speak my simplistic language, if you will, but what makes a liver compatible or not?
Well, in small children, it's blood type,
Okay.
And then perhaps more importantly, it's the size and shape of the liver. So
Interesting.
So we really have to take a close look on the inside with three-dimensional imaging and make sure that the fit is going to be right.
Yeah, we're seeing kind of the front end of this story. You get to see both sides. Can you tell us from your perspective, programs like this, the resources that it takes? I mean, we're here seeking donations for families like the one we saw. How important is that?
Oh, it's extremely important. I think to have a program like we have at Primary Children's, whether it's heart transplant, liver transplant, kidney transplant, it takes huge infrastructure and lots of providers and a huge team coming together. And it's a very expensive proposition. And we have the hospital behind us, we have the community behind us, and right now we're growing, and we really are one of the best programs in the country. And so the more community we have behind us, the better.
We feel that, and that's what we hope to do, is to rally the swell of our gracious and good community to help these darling kids. Thank you for, again, your time and for the work that you do, Dr. Kastenberg. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you know, these kids are going through so many hard things, not just the medical conditions, but the IVs, the pokes, the scariness, the loneliness that comes with being in a hospital, and they need a pick-me-up. And the best pick-me-up, if you ask me, are the pets when they get to come by and lift the spirits of these little kids. And at Primary Children's, these four-legged friends do more than give cuddles. They help the kids relax, laugh, de-stress, and forget about being in the hospital. And there are more than 45 therapy dogs between the Lehigh campus and the Salt Lake City campus. So many. And in fact, last year, kids benefited from 25,000 pet therapy visits. So many, bringing comfort and joy and calm to the children facing the toughest days of their lives. And well, programs like this are possible because of your donation. So it's so important to donate, and I hope that you can do it. And joining us here is Sheila Gelman, and she has Gigi, one of our pet therapy dogs. Thank you so much for joining us, Sheila.
Thank you.
Can you tell me what it's like to bring these pets in and offer that kind of therapy?
You know, some people will say it's sad to go see kids with cancer, but you bring them so much joy that you want to keep going. And when you leave, you have this gratitude because you've made them happy for a few minutes, half an hour maybe. And everyone loves the dog. The staff loves the dog. The patients, the families are comforting with the dog. And it's invaluable. You can't pay for it. I mean, it's amazing.
It is. It's so important. And then what do you think what are the kids' reactions? What do they do when they see these pets, like Gigi?
Parents will say, when I've come in, my child hasn't smiled since they've been here. And now they're smiling. And so she's on more Facebook pages than you'd ever want because she makes joy. Mm-hmm. And that's why we all come back. We have to bathe the dog every 2 weeks, groom him. We have to be retested every 2 years. And so it's work, but it's worth it.
Okay. Oh, I love that. And Gigi seems so sweet. What is she, when she's with the kids, does she ever get in the bed?
She does get in bed. She's even been in bed in the ICU, which really surprised me. And the nurse felt it was so therapeutic that we got a sheet, and she was on the kid's bed.
Aww, giving so much.
It happens, you know, everywhere. And when I had my other dog, she was used in physical therapy. When a child doesn't want to get up and walk, they would get up with the dog. Yeah, or we played ball, or yeah, they're pretty amazing, these dogs.
They're so amazing. Thank you so much for what you do. Thank you, Gigi, for coming in and helping lift the spirits of these kids. And again, it's because of your generous donations that help programs like this make it possible. So please donate now. 801 KSL Kids.
With every
Okay, welcome back to the KSL Give-A-Thon, where we are here celebrating Intermountain Primary Children's Hospital and helping raise money for families who need it. And there are so many moving parts, from emergency care to chronic illness and other important life-saving resources. And sometimes getting patients the critical care they need quickly makes all the difference. And we know fast, and that's a helicopter. Last year, Intermountain Life Flight transported 1,900 neonatal and pediatric patients to the Salt Lake and Lehigh hospitals. That's an average of more than 5 patients a day. The hospital is never a place you want your child to be, but so many people are grateful for Life Flight when they really need it. So important there. And it's just another example of how important these things are happening every single day at the hospital and how your donations can help. So please support.
And as Kristen just mentioned, when it comes to life-saving pediatric care, every second matters. In Primary Children's Hospital, Miller Family Campus in Lehigh, it recently marked its 2nd anniversary, expanding critical care access for those families across Utah and the Mountain West.
KSL medical specialist Emma Benson shares the story of a young patient who got life-saving care because help was closer when he needed it most.
He was there with all of his buddies. It was a great day.
A fun day racing in central Utah ended with a devastating call.
I get a phone call and was like, Max is not good. He wrecked. We didn't know if he was going to make it or not.
16-year-old Maxwell Braithwaite had been in a serious motocross accident in Delta.
I don't remember much of it. I fell down and people were jumping up and landing on me.
He was rushed to the local hospital and then loaded onto a chopper to go to Salt Lake.
Not only did he break his femur, he had several broken ribs, he had a broken scapula, and he had also punctured a lung. And so he was bleeding internally.
But while in the air, they realized he was running out of time.
He was not going to make it another 10 minutes in that helicopter to get to Salt Lake.
Fortunately, the team was able to reroute and land at Primary Children's Hospital in Lehigh, saving those minutes that could have been the difference between life and death. And when we met with Ashley and Maxwell, it was in the same trauma bay where he was first treated that day.
Knowing that we had a place to land between Delta and Salt Lake made all the difference.
That moment highlights why the hospital has already seen thousands of patients in just 2 years. Last year alone, they treated over 500 trauma cases like Maxwell.
We knew we were going to be busy, but we didn't know how busy we were going to be.
Underscoring the need for quick access to pediatric care.
Anytime we can, shave off any time for families and give that care closer to home, that's exactly what we're trying to do.
Hospital President Lisa Paletta says they just added 8 new medical surgical beds.
Within about a 24-hour period, they were full.
And are starting construction on additional newborn ICU beds. They also have added other new specialty services.
Once we got here, we knew, okay, Max is going to be okay.
Since the accident, Maxwell has continued to receive follow-up care in Lehigh.
Trying to get back on the dirt bike, trying to still get healthier.
And for Ashley, that nearby care made all the difference in saving her son's life.
It means the world to me, knowing that he's here and they were here to help us.
And as you just heard with Maxwell's story, he was so lucky. And the Miller Family Lehigh campus has been such a huge addition to Intermountain Primary Children's Hospital. It's a state-of-the-art building with a lot of modern features so that kids can heal better, faster, and with a little more joy along the way. The hospital really is full of new technology. Now, in the NICU, families can stay connected to their babies from anywhere using Angel Eye cameras. Parents can check in on their newborns from their phone. Nurses even send updates and helpful information. Now, in the outpatient occupational therapy gym, there's a zip line, if you can believe that. That zip line lets kids have fun, but it also helps build strength, confidence, and coordination. And if kids need an MRI, they can watch a movie wearing special goggles to help keep them relaxed. If you've ever been in an MRI machine, you know that is very hard to do, relax. Those imaging rooms also look pretty cool as well, built to look like pirate ships and submarines. Now, the campus isn't just a hospital, it's a place designed to ease fear and spark imagination and deliver world-class care. And with your support, Intermountain Health can help bring innovation and comfort to every single child that they see. So I'm going to send it to Brooke, who's joined by someone who knows firsthand how much those donations matter. Brooke.
That's true, Lori. Thank you so much. This is Lisa Paletta. She's the president of the Lehigh campus. She joins me to talk about the growing impact that this campus is having for families across Utah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. And I am so eager to talk to you because we know the growth out there in general, right, has been booming, and that hospital was so needed.
Absolutely. It was built with growth in mind. We knew that that is the fastest growing community, and we serve that community and all surrounding communities. So yeah, we were ready to open, but also be ready to expand just as fast as needed.
And I think generally one might assume, oh, Salt Lake, Lehigh, not too far of a difference down I-15. But when you consider Maxwell's story, in cases of trauma, those minutes really matter.
It really does. And Utah County, last year we served 556 traumas. The year prior to that, it was 500. So well over almost 11,000 traumas coming just out of Utah County.
Has that demand surprised you?
It has a little bit, actually.
Yeah.
And especially the exponential growth year over year.
Well, let me ask you this. We heard in Maxwell's story that trauma cases, inpatient beds, specialty services, they're all growing so rapidly. You touched on that as well. What are the biggest expansions, would you say, Lisa, happening right now at the Lehigh campus?
Yeah, so we had our second year anniversary in February and also took the opportunity to open 8 more med-surg beds. So we had been running at double occupancy in our med-surg area, in our NICU area, and right now we have NICU beds under construction. So we've actually increased the amount of beds we have by 20%.
Wow. Wow. I think part of the specialty of not just this day, but the hospital is we try to honor not just the fact that kids and families need care, but it's the kind of care that they're able to get. And I think when we talk about proximity to care, that becomes really crucial for these families who might be in dire situation or just might want to keep living their lives while they seek the health resources they need.
Yeah, absolutely. For example, in our outpatient clinics, we had 78,000 patient interactions just last year in 2025. And that's not well baby checks or, well child visits. Those are all pediatric specialized care. And so to be able to drive closer to that campus makes a difference for all those families.
We know economically it's a tight time for families. So we are both aware, right, and humble in what we ask today. But I would love to know what you would say to people out there thinking of picking up the phone, going online, donating $5, $10, $20. What are the impact of those donations?
Yeah, the impact is great. And every single dollar goes to the child. So whether it's charity care because the family can't pay, whatever the greatest need is, whether it's research, innovation, expressive therapies that we provide there, music, art, dance, things like that help a child to be able to enjoy their time there, decrease anxiety, and still be able to have a childhood while they're there in the hospital. But all that goes to things that, insurance doesn't pay for. Right. So to be able to have those donations and specifically that charity care. Last year, just at, Miller campus, we did about $6 million in charity care.
Wow. Wow. Lisa, you're a force. You're a force for good. Thank you so much for helping to be part of our day today and for motivating us to do the good thing. Speaking of good things, there's a fun party happening out on the plaza, and I understand Tamara is out there soaking it in.
Thanks, Brooke. Yes, we are going to keep the celebration going out here on the plaza, but I am here with Marissa Kaufman and her mom, Tara, as well as her father, Earl. Marissa, she's actually a milestone for her because she was actually one of the very first patients at the Lehigh campus there, and she was at the ribbon cutting ceremony 2 years ago. So we're catching up with her right now. She's 16 years old, getting ready for summer. How are things been going with you so far?
They're going pretty good. I'm chilling.
You got the right attitude as we go into summer. We want to bring in Mom here. Tell us, Tara, how important was it? You live right there in Lehigh, and just having that care for Marissa to make it to those appointments, how critical is that for her care?
It has been so amazing. The thing that we love most about it is because it's so close, we do not have to, Marissa's had to miss so less of school because it's so close. 8 minutes from our house maybe to get to the Lehigh Primary Children's, and where she was doing blood draws every week, it really could have been very time constraining, and it was nice because she didn't have to miss school so much because we could go so close to get her care there.
Yeah, really taking away that extra layer of stress. For you, Dad Earl, how important was it to have such a caring community of medical staff there to help Marissa on this journey?
Well, it's wonderful to see her happy. She is excited to go there. It's not, oh no, I have to go to the hospital. She actually got excited, especially like if the Salt Lake one, Lehigh one. She likes the food, she likes the people. So it's more of a positive experience instead of the negative, scary hospital.
We'll let Marissa have the last word here. Anything that you want to say to the caregivers over there at Lehigh?
They're just amazing. Shout out to the infusion nurses. They're amazing. And the phlebotomists. They're like my besties.
They're the true warriors. Thank you so much, Marissa. Lovely meeting your family. Back to you guys.
Well, we are hearing these phones ring, and you can see all of these volunteers here working so hard, but we want them to work harder. So please call KSL 801 KSL Kids, or you can go online, kslkids.com. Again, 100% of the money raised today goes to the kids. You saw us interview Sheila with her dog, the therapy dog, so important for these kids, helping them get where they need to go. So please go online now to donate, or call 801-575-5437 or 801 KSL Kids, and let's get these donations going for these kids. Now, there's so much fun happening here at the plaza and here, and now we want to get another total on the update. Can you give us an update on that total, Lori?
Okay, so did you know I'm an expert in mathematics, and I've been back behind the curtain tallying all of this up. All day long, viewers across the state have been stepping up for the kids and families at Primary Children's Hospital, and along with our incredible partners that are here, we're talking KSL Radio, FM 100, The Arrow, and the Sports Zone. These phones have been ringing with you, your generous donations, and we want to say thank you. Keep them coming. So, all right. So, like I've said, I've been in the back room tallying all of this up. Cue the drum roll, please. We're going to look at this number. Here it goes. Up, 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 up. $88,188. Absolutely incredible generosity from our viewers. Thank you so much. It's amazing to see all of you show up in a big way for these kids. And we're just getting started. The party is getting started. And we're going to send it outside to our plaza party for another song by the Children's Choir.
Always walking alone, always wanting for more. Like I'm still at that door, longing to shine like all of you shine. All I need is a change. All I need is a chance. All I know is I can't stay on the side. Open your eyes, open your eyes, open your eyes.
Kick off the summer at the Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games.
KSL Primary Children's Give-A-Thon. We are so excited that you are joining us. As we approach the noon hour, we have raised over $88,000, and that total continues to go up. And you see right behind me, we've got a bank of volunteers here. They're taking your phone call. The number to call is 801 KSL Kids. Again, that's 801-575-5437. We have loved hearing from you all this morning and seeing your generous donations. But we do need more. We need to get these phones ringing. We want everyone here busy taking your donation. Anything you can give, whatever that is, we are so grateful because that money goes to those kids at Primary Children's Hospital, and we can't thank you enough for that. Okay, so go to KSL.com, and there's a QR code as well on your screen. We're going to make it super easy for you. No excuses here this afternoon as we continue to raise money for Primary Children's.
From center court to caring for the tiniest patients, our next guest, my new friend here, balances two incredible worlds. She performs as a Utah jazz dancer while working as a NICU nurse, and her story shows you don't have to choose between your passions. This is Grace. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having me.
So here's my thinker question of the day. What do dancing and nursing have in common? What's the commonality there?
I think for me, the commonality is the positive impact in the community. I think both of my jobs really have a big impact on the community. I think as a nurse, I'm impacting my community through critical care and supporting families and just being a light spot for them in some of the most difficult times that they're going through. And then as a jazz dancer, being able to dance on the court with my favorite team in the NBA and just get to share special moments with my teammates, and the jazz brand is such a big part of the community as well. So I just feel so lucky to be an ambassador for the jazz and to represent my community as a nurse.
I love that. I love Gold Star answer, A++. I did find myself thinking that as you perform on the court, right, there's definitely obviously a performance aspect to what you do in the dancing world. And not that you're performing at the hospital per se, but I have to imagine there's some internal composure and calm that you can bring to high pressure and stressful situations. And I have to think parents appreciate that.
Yes, I definitely think like reading the room, reading the situation and what it calls for. I think I'm fairly generally very bubbly person, but I think I can read a situation and bring that calm, bring that peace that the parents need in those situations.
I feel that gift from you. You've seen firsthand, Grace, the impact that healthcare can have on families. Why does supporting the Give-A-Thon and more specifically the hospital today, why does that mean so much to you?
I think it means so much to me just because I think it's so great to give to families who maybe can't afford or maybe don't have the resources to get the care that they need. And I think it's just such a unique experience to be able to give to the Give-A-Thon this year and to every year. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's back to the community that like you serve and that has served you.
Well said. It's a special tradition for sure. So thank you for being here. And while you're cheering on little patients, right?
Yes,
to grown basketball players, the big guys, we're cheering you on along the way. So thanks again. All right, Tamara, we'll send it to you.
Brooke, thanks so much. You know, as we've been mentioning throughout the newscast here, Northwestern Mutual, they have been our matching donor this hour, meaning they are matching every single donation from you. It is so generous. It really makes your donations go a long way. We want to bring in Todd Grabner to talk about the generosity of Northwestern Mutual. Todd, when you think about, you know, being a part of the community and you think Primary Children's Hospital, why is that just such a great partnership that you want to get on board with?
Yeah, I appreciate that. This has been an ongoing relationship that we've had for years with Primary Children's. It's great to have an opportunity to help locally. This is part of a larger foundational effort with Alex Lemonade Stand where we've raised hundreds of millions of dollars over the year. And it's really, really exciting to be a part of a big organization that's doing a lot of good, but also be able to bring it down to a local level, right in our community that we serve well with their finances. Now we're able to help them in a lot of other ways, and this being probably our largest way we help.
And just taking a look at the fine associates you have behind you, we're presenting this check. $25,000.
Yeah, it's not too bad, right? I thought that was a question.
I didn't want to take all the numbers out, but this is ginormous, Todd. This is really huge.
And it's going to go a long way. We have a lot of fun stuff coming up. This is only the tip of the iceberg of what we're able to do with our partnership with Primary Children's, and we're just thrilled. We're excited to be here. So thank you guys for doing this.
And one last note to Primary Children's Hospital with this donation. Is there any last parting words that you'd like to say to them and all the good work that they're doing?
Yeah, just thank you. It's been a wonderful partnership. It's been going on for years. We want to continue it for years. And once again, it's just amazing to see a gigantic organization be able to break it down to these kids that are in our community that need our help, and we're able to here to help them. Every last dollar matters.
We are out here on the plaza. There's music, a celebration, $25,000. I want to hear some cheers out here, everybody. This is awesome. Thanks so much to Northwestern Mutual. Back to you.
Well, when a child is in the hospital, families are facing the hardest days of their lives. The last thing they should worry about is how to get there or how to afford the next meal.
Yeah, and thanks to your donations, the Family Assistance Fund provides transportation, vouchers, gas cards, clothing, and more, lifting that burden so parents can focus on what's really important, and that is their child. And because of you, families can breathe just a little easier, and kids can focus on healing and the hope and getting back to being kids.
Yeah, and speaking of kids, we want to tell you about a special patient at Primary Children's Hospital named Cole. Despite some health challenges, Cole is one of the most positive, cheerful kids you'll meet.
And with support from Primary Children's, Cole, he's thriving. Your donation to the Give-A-Thon helps kids like Cole shine.
Some things that make Cole unique is that he was our caboose that came out with a bang. He is just full of energy and personality.
He just lights up a room that he's in.
He just sees people like different than we do. I think he sees the inside of people somehow. I don't know how that is.
We first became aware that something was wrong at my 20-week ultrasound. They came in and they told us that, well, there's some signs that he might have spina bifida.
Spina bifida is basically, it's a birth effect where your spine doesn't form right.
So a defect at the base of your spine. So oftentimes the spinal cord will be outside of the skin.
At that point, they talked to us about our different options, and one of our options was to do fetal surgery. Soon after Cole was born, we had to start worrying about all the different things that go along with spina bifida.
And so just imagining like our son's gonna have all of these complications, that just like really shook me.
Generally, you're gonna see some weakness in their lower extremities, their legs. Oftentimes we'll have bowel and bladder issues. Sometimes because the spinal cord can become tethered to the base of the spine, you can see effects all the way to their brain, and they can have increased fluid in their brain called hydrocephalus.
First issue that he had was his hydrocephalus. And so we met with the team at Primaries, and they were amazing because they have a spina bifida clinic, which you go and you're able to see all the different specialists that you need for this birth defect. And that made it so much easier, because if not, you'd be all month going all around town. The hardest part for me at that time was the unknown. It's so scary not knowing what the future holds. To tell you the truth, that at the very first, when I got pregnant, Cole became spina bifida. He wasn't my baby anymore. So it was really hard to connect with him. As we moved forward, I had an overwhelming feeling that, no, this is your baby. He's gonna look like all your other kids. So we go to Primary Children's. They help us with all the things that are hard in our life. But then because they do that, Cole can go out into the world and he can do the fun things that he wants to, and he can just be a kid.
Primary Children's is very unique. This is a really special place because it is there for many helps.
Cole and his family, they get things done. When I come into the room and I talk to him, it's Cole. And he just talks to me about his life and, his interests. I don't know anyone that's as resilient as he is and his family in general. So I've never felt it from him that it really got him down.
Oh, I wish we could just talk to ourselves back then and say, it's gonna be okay. Look at this cute kid that we have.
A disability doesn't hold you back. It gives you opportunity. Is this a curse or a blessing? People, I gotta say, probably a blessing.
Thank you so much for giving to Intermountain Children's Help. It truly has been a huge blessing for our family.
Okay, I am officially here to nominate Cole as the mayor of the KSL Give-A-Thon. You're fun. You're fun to talk to. His mom, Joanne, is joining us in studio as well. Thank you both for being here. What do you think about all this TV stuff?
Hey, I love it. The camera can't get away from me.
See, vote for Cole. Vote for Cole. Well, one thing people, I think, instantly notice, one thing that I noticed is just your positivity, your humor. You're a fun dude. Were you able to take all of that to the hospital?
Yeah. One way that I think of it is positivity. It helps you get through life in hard times.
Well said.
If you're just like sad and you're like, then that's not going to help you through life. If you're
true.
positive and you're like, yeah, I can do this, then it can definitely turn things around for you.
Vote for Cole. Vote for Cole, the mayor of our KSL Give-A-Thon today. Joanne, you can't take him anywhere. He's a charmer.
Yes, he is.
Can you speak, I mean, we're going to have to fight to get a word in here, and I love that. Can you speak a little bit about your family's overall experience at the hospital? No family wants to be at a hospital, period. And when you find yourself there in need, right, seeking the resources and help that your family needed, there's a different comfort, I understand, that comes from walking through those doors.
Unless it's primaries. That's fun
what
for
I'm
a kid.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like, I've seen that they'll, like, if you've been there for, like, a couple weeks, they'll bring in, like, video game things. I'm like, take me there, please.
They let you play video games?
Yeah, I think one of my friends had something, and I went in there, I was like, you get to play video games? Take me there, please.
Does he get that at home, Joanne?
Not as much.
Okay.
Hey, when I become 13, I will be on their Xbox more.
Vote for Cole. Vote for Cole.
Primary Children's is awesome just because the specialists that they have are priceless. And I know that they're just in our backyard, but I know other people around Utah travel into Utah to go to them because it's such a special hospital. And like Cole said, they're very child friendly. And so they make the really scary things not so scary anymore.
Yeah.
And the hard things, they bring in the fun. So it's a blessing.
Yeah, video games make everything just a little bit better.
But they're way fun. They're like, they feel more friendly, like they feel like more of a friend, not much of like a medical person.
Good. Mayor Cole, can I ask you one more question?
Well, we don't know if I'm getting nominated yet.
Well, I have put forth the nomination, and I have some sway and influence around here. I think we're going to get you in. I would love to know, because you are so positive, buddy, and you do just have a good grasp on life, and it's probably easy sometimes for people to forget that you have been through some hard stuff and you do have some challenges. What would you say to other kids, maybe, who are facing challenges like yours?
Well, obviously, you're not going to be like, oh, I'm... Like, obviously, you're not just going to be like all chipper all the time. Of course, you're going to be like, what's the point? And you're going to be like that for a bit. But then it's obviously going to slap you in the face and be like, nope, you're not. You can't be like that. Stuff's not going to help you if you're not happy, not like you're not positive.
Yeah.
Or else good things are going to happen.
Yeah.
You chose it to go that way.
High five. That's the slap in the face. Oh, that was almost a slap in my face, but that's the slap in the face that we all needed. Hey, we started with a hug. Let's not end with a hit. You've been so much fun today. You made my morning. Thank you so much, Joanne. I'm sorry we didn't get to say more to each other, but feel through my eyes how grateful we are to you. And it's for kids just like Cole that we are here and asking you to be part of this swell of community, this swell of humanity that is the Give-A-Thon today. So thank you for watching. And I think we'll be right back.
Peace.
Be right back.
To the Primary Children's KSL Give-A-Thon, and I just want to reiterate what Brooke just said. We have agreed, it is unanimous. Cole is the mayor of our Give-A-Thon this afternoon.
Oh, absolutely, 100%, every single vote.
Done. All right, it is the child first and always. It's been the motto for Primary Children's Hospital for more than a century. And although that goal has always remained the same, we know that, the hospital itself has changed over the years.
It has. Primary Children's was founded more than 100 years ago in 1922. It was first located on North Temple, and then in the 40s, they began raising funds for a new building. Children were asked to donate a penny for each year of their age, and 10 cents purchased a brick. The LDS Church matched all donations, and many celebrities helped with the campaign. The fundraising method is still seen in the pennies by the Inch campaign.
Okay, so in 1952, during a blizzard, patients were moved to the new location in the Avenues. Then in the 80s, construction began on a new location. In 1990, almost 40 years after moving patients into the Avenues building, patients were moved to the current location on the University of Utah campus. Then in 2020, Intermountain broke ground for Primary Children's Hospital, Larry H. and Gail Miller Family Campus in Lehigh. We've talked about that. They opened its doors February 12th of last year.
Although the buildings and physical locations have changed over the years, the goal is always the same, to help these kids. And so, are we going to talk about our new...
Yes, we have a new matching donor for this hour.
Okay.
It is Hyundai, and we're also going to talk about the totals, because that's why we are here at this these noon hour raising money for Primary Children's. And we want to say thank you so much for your generous donations. What you're giving goes so far to help these kids in a big way.
Yes, those therapies so important for them. The phones are ringing, the donations are still rolling in, and the momentum has been so incredible. So let's take a look at where your generosity has brought us now. Cue the drum roll.
All right, here we go.
Okay, can you see?
It goes up and up and up and up and up. There you have it, $115,804. Thanks to you at home.
Thank you so much, Tamara.
All right, we are in the last hour of this broadcast, so time is ticking away. But hey, we've got these friendly callers here who are more than willing to take your call. Please give them a call, because your donation, it goes a long way. You can call 801-575-5437. And we have been truly grateful just at the outpouring, the generosity of support. It's been a little quiet here, the few moments I've been standing by here. So we've got to get these phones ringing. I want to check in with one of our volunteers here. Tell me your name.
Clay Vickery.
How have things been going? What are some of the calls that you've been getting in?
Things have been going great. The type of calls we get are very generous people who want to donate and help the hospital.
All right. Well, we appreciate all your time and the volunteers for being here. They're here to take all of your calls.
Oh, we want to say thank you to Hyundai this afternoon. And sometimes the hardest battles don't leave a visible scar. We know that. And for families facing mental health challenges, that struggle can feel just as overwhelming. But thanks in part to generous donations, Primary Children's Hospital opened a brand new facility last year, giving kids the help that they need. And the new Behavioral Health Center in Taylorsville opened this first of its kind space built just for kids and teens ages 5 to 18. Now, at a time when nearly 40% of Utah youth report persistent sadness or depression, this center is already changing lives, offering inpatient care, outpatient therapy, and I just want to mention my own children have been part of that outpatient therapy, and a 24/7 walk-in crisis center for families who need help right away. That facility was made possible through state funding and generous community donations like yours that you are giving at this hour. It is proof that giving can truly transform a child's future. Brooke.
Lori, thank you so much. I'm here with Rachel Glade and her mom, Teresa. Good to have both of you. Rachel has faced complex medical challenges all her life, but through it all, she's become a powerful advocate for mental health support. And because she's hard of hearing, we are also joined today by interpreter Sarah Knox. Thank you for being here as well. Ladies, let's chat. Rachel, tell us a little bit about your journey and what the hospital means to you.
It's a really safe place to be. I loved all my doctors. the most doctor I really love is Dr. Molly O'Gorman. She is amazing, and there is just like great things, like nurses will care for you, and yeah.
You've been through so much, and you've walked that path with great bravery. What was it like emotionally for you?
It was a struggle growing up. When I was born, I have like feeding tubes, and because I couldn't eat, I was struggling a lot. So I just gone to so many doctor's appointments that would help me eat a lot, and I'm just so grateful that all the help they did and it's successful.
You're here, you're beautiful, and we're grateful for you and how you're using your voice to empower other kids. Teresa, I have to ask you, I've really been touched, actually, and impressed watching you work by your daughter's side today here in the studio with all that's going on. And I know that's just a small glimpse of how you've supported her throughout her life and throughout these challenges. Can you speak to that a little bit, the companionship you've been able to form and the way the hospital has interceded in such a positive way?
Yes. Her journey began with the NICU, with 5 months in the NICU, super sick, heart, lung issues, stomach issues, like she mentioned, feeding tube, central lines. She's seen probably like 9 different specialists at the hospital. She's seen so many different things. And so it was a lot of, from the very beginning, just sitting by her side and feeling really helpless, because especially with your newborn in the hospital, and things would get better and then suddenly something would happen and it would be bad again. But just the staff that would be there, I remember one dramatic time in the NICU where something took a turn for the worse, and one of her doctors just gave me the biggest hug and just made me feel that comfort that these caregivers are truly there for all of us.
I've heard them described as angels.
Yes.
Truly, and I sense that from you, both of you, the gratitude you feel for the team there. And as you use words like comfort and safety, those aren't words that one would typically think when picturing a hospital, but I'm so glad that was your experience. I'm so grateful that you're doing well. Thank you both for being here.
For sure.
We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Kristen, how are those phones sounding?
Oh, they are ringing. We are having the best time raising money, taking your donations for kids at Intermountain Primary Children's Hospital. One of the most beloved places in the hospital is the expressive therapies area, where music, art, dance, and storytelling come together to lift spirits and support healing. Every day, expressive therapies bring joy and comfort to kids through music and art and dance. You can see that there on the screen, helping them cope, connect, and feel like little kids again.
And these therapies support everything from neurological development and speech to motor skills, memory making, and even pain management. And these programs, they are made possible entirely by donations. So that means your gift today can directly help a child heal through creativity, connection, and joy.
Yes, this is something they really, really need in these hard times. So please don't wait. Pick up the phone or go online now to donate. And right now, thanks to our generous matching donor, Northwestern Mutual, your gift will be doubled. And as we keep this party going, we'll toss it out to Lori.
Eliana Rivera is here with us on the stage this afternoon as we celebrate here at the Patient Plaza, as it's known. It's a patient party. And Eliana, you are a music therapist there at Primary Children's Hospital. And we've been talking about expressive therapies. Explain to us exactly what that is and how that helps children.
Yeah, absolutely. So music therapy is part of expressive therapies, and pretty much what we do is we use music as a way to help kind of the holistic healing of the child. So specifically in the hospital, things that we focus on are thinking about like pain management, thinking about giving like choice and control. We know that the hospital environment takes away a lot of control from kids, right? Doctors, nurses, people have to come in. They have to do needle sticks, they have to do tests. So when we come by, we're able to offer, like, do you even want me here? They can say no, and that's perfectly fine. And then while we're doing music, maybe we're engaging in instrument play. They can choose what instruments they want to play, what songs they want to sing, how fast, slow we go, if we start or we stop. So just giving them as much kind of autonomy in an environment that takes a lot of that away.
Well, and I think when you talk about control, so much is taken away from them. And their children, which is even worse because they're finding themselves in a situation that they certainly should not be in. So you're giving them that autonomy to decide. And there's so many different types of therapies that they can choose from, and music is just one of those.
Yes, yeah, and I think you spoke to something very real. Like, the hospital environment can be really scary, and that's another big focus that, as an expressive therapies team, we focus on. So music, art, and dance is mitigating trauma as much as possible. And so we know that trauma affects development long term. So as much as we can have positive associations with the hospital, the better their development will be long term.
Okay, you're going to sing for us.
Yes.
All right. What are you going to sing?
So it's Golden. It's from K-pop Demon Hunters. I don't know if you've heard.
Yes, we
It's
have.
been a popular one this year. So yeah, I'll do a little bit of that one.
All
And
right.
feel free to sing along.
Yes, quietly in the back. Take it away.
Absolutely.
I was a ghost, I was alone. I do a G, I get so gay. Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe. I was the queen that I'm meant to be. I lived two lives, tried to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. Called a problem child, 'cause I got too wild. But now that's how I'm getting paid. Put up she on stage, I'm done hiding. Now I'm shining like I'm born to be. We dreaming hard, we came so far now. I believe we're going up, up, up. It's our moment. Together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. Oh, up, up, up with our voices. 영원히 깨질 수 없는. Gonna be golden. You know we're gonna be golden. We're gonna be.
Welcome back to the KSL Give-A-Thon for Primary Children's Hospital. I'm right here in the middle of it. We have the volunteers behind me taking your calls, waiting for those donations. And you know, these families need every bit of that care, comfort, and support that they can get in truly the hardest moments of their lives. I mean, right now, there are families who recently got bad news and they are praying for good news, and you are able to help them out. You can go and call this number on the screen, 801-575-5437, or if it's easier to remember, 801-KIDS, KSL Kids, 801 KSL Kids, and help these kids out. We know people are busy, have budgets, and budgets are tight, but if you can give a gift, whether it's $10, $1,000, all of it is welcome, and all of it goes to such a good cause. And speaking of donations, let's go ahead and take a look and check out the tally. Where are we at there,
Okay,
Tamara?
you know, we get the best job, right?
Oh man, this is great.
Every donation, every phone call, every online gift has helped move us closer to changing lives for children just right here in our community. So we're going to see where we stand right now. It's about 25 minutes past noon. Cue the drum roll.
All right, I'm going to get out of the way here.
Do a nice Vanna White.
Woohoo! $117,509. Woohoo!
Well done. Well done.
I love seeing the numbers climb up. You know, it really is amazing just to see how the community is just really stepping up to show their support for kids who are served at Primary Children's Hospital. You know, within the walls of the hospital, there's something remarkable that happens there every day. Children, they arrive there as patients, but they often leave as something much more.
And that's the case for a young Utah boy who recently got an opportunity most kids only dream about. Here's his story.
The only homework I had really was reading chapter 20, I think.
12-year-old Max and his mom, Jeannie, have been through a lot together.
She's the best mom in the whole world.
From the day that Max was born, he had these beautiful, white as the ocean, blue eyes. And I knew that there was something special about him.
Jeannie knew Max's journey would be different.
Yeah, I was 28 weeks pregnant when we found out that Max would be born with a bilateral cleft lip and palate. And I'll be honest, it was terrifying.
Max has had more than a dozen surgeries at Intermountain Primary Children's Hospital.
Yeah, 13 to be exact. And I know I'm gonna have to have more.
But in the middle of that medical journey,
thanks to Primary Children's, I got to have the best experience of my life.
during a checkup, Max's doctor mentioned a casting call for a musical version of Wonder, the story of Augie Pullman, a boy with facial difference who shows that kindness matters more than appearance. At first, Jeannie wasn't sure.
I was nervous that it would hit too close to home. It is the life that Max has lived in many ways.
But Max saw it differently.
Max convinced me.
Yeah, I said, but it's something that teaches choosing kind and spreading the message of kindness and hope and all of that good stuff.
Hi, I'm Max. And even though I was born with a bilateral cleft lip and palate,
Max sent in an audition tape.
I'm just an ordinary 5th grade kid who lives in Bountiful, Utah.
Soon, he got a call back.
What a powerful moment it was to stand out there and listen to him sing that song. It's called Stare. And
they're there, don't cry.
And then, the news they'd been hoping for. Max got the role.
In-person callback in New York next week.
What? Augie was such an incredible experience. People stare at me.
Well, if people are going to stare, let them stare.
The stuff Augie went through and the stuff I have gone through is quite similar.
We know ordinary kids don't have 27 wristbands from their surgeries.
The show ran for 2 months at the American Repertory Theater in Massachusetts. It meant time away from home.
My dad, brother, and sister came out the day before my birthday and stayed to watch the show, and for my birthday.
The story Max helped tell is one that he has lived.
And not judge a person by the way they talk, think, look. I like to kind of just having the feeling of accomplishment after building something.
Now back home, Max is planning for future surgeries at Primary Children's Hospital, but this time with even more confidence.
Not only does the hospital provide excellent medical care, but it is providing opportunities for children to live and thrive and be able to go on and chase their dreams.
Max hopes other kids see themselves in his story.
That I am not alone and there are other people that are going through this and have gone through this and will go through this.
I hope that he keeps that with him forever, that he is exactly who he is supposed to be, and he is perfect just the way he is.
Good boy.
And through every challenge, Max continues to choose courage.
Every step of the way in everything that Max does, he is brave and he looks for the good in everything.
Just give you chills.
I know, you just want to just hug him. And I just loved how he comforted mom too, just
Right?
like walking mom through it.
So much courage, so much courage for that boy.
Yeah, very brave indeed. All right, Brooke, we'll check in with you.
Thanks, my friends. So we have heard so many incredible stories this afternoon of strength, of healing, of hope. And behind every one of those stories is a community making that care possible. Right now, I'm joined by Jonathan Paulding with the Intermountain Foundation. I've so enjoyed chatting with you this afternoon. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So we've heard about everything from, literally life-saving care to children playing video games and blowing bubbles in the hospital. And behind all of that is a community who did care and was willing to help and donate.
Absolutely. The Salt Lake community has supported Primary Children's Hospital for many, many, many years. We deeply appreciate that support because it allows us to do many things that we cannot recoup cost on from insurance and other sources like preventative care, community outreach and education, and things like that.
Jonathan, can you give us a scope, kind of a high-level scope of the need?
Oh, the need is tremendous. So we just opened our newest behavioral health hospital in Taylorsville, and I'm sure you've heard all about suicide rates in America, mental health crises in America with the youth. That hospital does not break even. It is really about doing the right thing and serving the needs of the community, and philanthropy and our partners in the community allow us to do that.
And as we consider, the generous dollars that are coming in a time in our society that is tight for so many families, those are dollars well spent. Where do they go exactly? How do you track that?
We use dollars from philanthropy for so many different things. I mentioned preventative care. We have programs for expectant mothers who are at high risk. We do fetal surgeries on children while they're in the womb. We do education programs like bicycle helmets, gun locks, ATV safety. All of those things are important to us because they prevent tragedy later, and they prevent high cost later.
Yeah. I'm so impressed with anyone, employed or associated with the hospital in that they are so good at their jobs. And I feel that from you today professionally, but I also sense a heart behind the work and people who personally care.
So most clinicians in children's health, pediatricians, are not paid nearly as well as adult doctors. And so people go into it because they love kids. And so the bedside manner of doctors in children's health tends to be great because they're passionate about children. They want to engage and see that. And we have world-class experts here on top of that.
It's been so great to meet you. So thank you for educating
thank you for
us.
having me.
And with that, giving us the opportunity to contribute to this beautiful cause. We'll be right back.
You can see my heartbeat tonight. I can take the heat, baby, best believe that's the moment I shine.
If your bathroom still has a tub you barely use, and if stepping over that tub to take a shower is getting more difficult, it's time to make a change. At West Shore Home, we specialize in transforming outdated tubs into beautiful, safe, and fully
Welcome back to the KSL Give-A-Thon for Intermountain Primary Children's Hospital. Today, we're celebrating the kids and raising money for the kids and families that they care for every day. And we really hope you'll consider making a donation. Last year alone, Primary Children saw 474 new cancer diagnoses and nearly 13,000 outpatient visits between the Salt Lake and Lehigh clinics. Those visits included children fighting cancer, along with kids living with blood disorders like hemophilia and sickle cell disease. And at any given time, about 32 patients are staying overnight in the hospital. Many are receiving chemotherapy, going through bone marrow transplants, or battling serious illnesses while their immune systems are weakened during treatment. And so your donations here, they really go towards these therapies that are a lifeline for these families going through these hard moments.
Yeah, it truly has been a blessing, and we have loved helping raise money for these remarkable patients as well as their families that have benefited from the care at Primary Children's Hospital. One of those patients recently got a special surprise at school that she will never forget. Now she is being recognized nationally for her journey and her resilience as a patient at Primary Children's Hospital. Your donations make stories like hers possible.
Meet 11-year-old Kendallin. Earlier this year, her classmates gathered for what they thought was a normal school assembly. It turned into a surprise Kendallin will never forget.
I should have known something fishy was going on.
Kendallin found out she's been named a 2026 national champion for Children's Miracle Network. The honor means she will represent 170 children's hospitals across the country, appearing on General Mills cereal boxes and inside Costco stores nationwide. But long before the celebration came a lifetime of challenges. At just 2 years old, she was diagnosed with a rare disorder that prevents her intestines from working properly. Today, she lives with complete intestinal failure and receives all of her nutrition through a central line. But her parents say that's never stopped her from living life to the fullest.
She knows what she wants, she knows what she needs to do to get there, and so that's kind of been like the driving force behind her whole life.
Despite frequent hospital stays throughout her young life, Kendallin has always remained positive, and it's people like her favorite art therapist, Allie, who help make those long stays at the hospital a lot better.
Kendallin is so lovely. She has learned to be an advocate for herself, and she just goes for it.
Kendallin says her challenges have never stopped her from simply being a kid.
I go to ballet, I go to Disney, I've done Nutcracker, I play with my friends.
Back at school, the excitement of her big reveal was months in the making. Keeping the national champion honor a secret wasn't easy.
Well, we have an amazing principal for one, an amazing team with Children's Miracle Network who kept it very hush-hush. The teachers didn't know, the students didn't know, the only people that knew was the administration and our CMN family.
Even her medical alert dog, Reggie, made it to the celebration.
He was like a bit like shy. He would like back behind me because I think he got scared of the party poppers because they're so loud.
Now, as a national champion, Kendallin will travel the country and help others.
Kendallin gets to tell her story throughout the whole country. She is going to be at a lot of different events where she's able to talk and help people understand what Children's Miracle Network does for kids who are frequently in the hospital.
Kendallin's family says the day wasn't just about a title, it was about community.
It was remarkable being able to see everyone come together and show her so much love and show her how important she is and how even though she has differences, she is still able to be a kid.
From hospital hallways to a national stage, Kendallin's journey is one of resilience and joy, and her health challenges will never stop her from dreaming big.
And we're going to talk about some of these art therapies, just one of many different therapies that children can take advantage of at Primary Children's Hospital. And Allie is with me. And Allie, you are part of this art therapy. And I just want to tell you, my daughter went through quite a bit of trauma when her father died, after the death of her father. And this was one way that she expressed her grief. But kids in the hospital, it's a different kind of trauma for them. And how do you work with them in kind kind of expressing what they're going through.
Yes, it's really great because you don't have to use words to use art to process and express yourself. And so being able to use the art, whether that's giving choices to what they want to do, even the choice to say no can be really powerful for them because they can't say no to a lot of things at the hospital. And being able to use materials using both sides of your body, which helps both sides of your brain to kind of help regulate your nervous system. And so we kind of tap into that part of healing as well while they're in the hospital.
The best thing about art is there's no wrong answer.
Yes, we're definitely all about the process at the hospital. We don't care about the product. If they want to, we'll go for it. But you don't have to be good at art. You don't have to know what you're doing. We're here to help and support you in whatever you want to create.
Okay, so what are you creating right now?
Yes, so we use a lot of model magic at the hospital, which is great because it doesn't have to turn into anything. You can simply mix colors. As you can see here, we've got some pink and purple, and you mentioned earlier that you like pink.
I'm a pink girl.
So if you want to start, I can hold this
yes,
if you want.
Please. Okay.
You can mix those together and you can twist it, you can pull it fast, you can pull it slow. And so there's something,
there's the pink.
Yep, there's something simple as just making a color.
And tactile.
And tactile is really important. And it's not crumbly like Play-Doh or really sticky like slime, so it's kind of a nice in between. But then you can also build something. We had a request earlier for a parrot, and so kind of taking the colors what we have and building a little parrot. Or this was made a couple years ago, so you can see the longevity of what this is, and so it can be a little pot, and you can tell it's hard, and so it hardens, and so you can kind of keep it if you make something that you're interested in.
Okay, do you mind if I hold on to this?
You can use as much as you need.
Therapeutic.
It's really calms down, and so it kind of helps slows your mind and not be so overwhelmed.
I need calm. I need calm. Allie, thank you so much for being here with us, and thank you for what you do at Primary Children's. It's so important. Back inside.
It is so important. We're feeling that today, and I feel like a lucky lady who's been able to meet some very special patients and their families. We're going to add one more family to that fantastic pile. I'm so happy to introduce you to Sarah and Alec Whitney, their son Alonzo. We have Leroy, we have Aaliyah, beautiful family, and I always feel bad for the parents I'm putting in the spotlight because you're wrangling a lot today, but thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Your kids are darling. Your family is so beautiful. Alonzo had a heart transplant at just 6 weeks old. I mean, we look at him now and it's amazing, Sarah, how far he's come.
Yeah, he's pretty amazing. He's been through a lot, but he doesn't remember, it seems like, luckily, and he's pretty excited about life, so he's a fun miracle to watch.
Listen, I can ask my baby where their nose is and they know, but we ask him where his heart is and his little hand goes to his
Alonzo,
shirt
where's your
there.
heart?
Where's your heart, buddy?
Watch out, Leroy.
He's been showing off for us all day.
Where's
what
your heart?
A cutie.
Now you're shy. Now he's shy.
Sarah said he's got a heart and he's not afraid to use it, right?
Yep.
As he's been running around. You described the timing of his diagnosis and his procedure as a miracle.
Yeah, so when we found out that he was going to have hypoplastic left heart syndrome, I was 20 weeks along, and we kind of had a plan of the surgeries they were going to do and then eventually a transplant. When he was born, we found out the side of his heart that he did have didn't work, and that he was going to be listed for transplant right away. We had one doctor say to us after a different procedure, he's as sick as they get, and that kind of obviously broke our hearts, but I don't think we really fully knew how sick he was, and we kind of just thought, oh, he'll get a transplant, he'll be okay. And then he did. He got it a lot of kids wait years. And he didn't. He waited a very short time, so we were really blessed and lucky.
I'm so happy for that. Alec, can you speak to the hospital experience a little bit from a parent perspective? It's where nobody wants to be, but where you're also grateful to be at the same time.
Primary Children's was pretty amazing. Like the nurses, the doctors, they all made us feel like we were a top priority, which was really important for us. And it was hard. We basically lived there for months while he was waiting and getting the heart. So it started to drag on, but there were several other families that had to wait years for their kids to get hearts. So we felt pretty lucky, and Primary Children's, the nurses especially, and the doctors, they're amazing.
Well, he's doing well, and he has to be doing well to keep up with Leroy here. And Aaliyah, a beautiful little trio of kids that you have, and I sense his energy and his heart shining through his beautiful eyes. So thank you for the stress and sweat we put you under this morning. Bye, everybody. It's for families just like this that we're here as a community hoping to swell and support and just show our love through what we can give and what we can do. Tamara, I'll send it over to you.
Well said, Brooke. They are the heroes, definitely, all the families. Well, our social media pages, they've been full of these great, wonderful stories about people who have been impacted by the hospital. So we want to take a look at a few more of your comments. We asked the question, how has Intermountain Primary Children's Hospital impacted you and your family?
And Chapad Malal says, my daughter was at the Primary Children's Hospital for 2 weeks. We came from Argentina, and my daughter had a surgery. The doctors were amazing, the nurses and personnel excellent. Today, my daughter is a beautiful mother of 3 children. Thank you so much for your kindness, doctors of the Primary Children's Hospital.
Love seeing that full circle moment. Jillian Michelle Saxton says, a week ago today, our daughter was transferred via ambulance after a seizure, one of the scariest days of my life. And everyone in that hospital were so nice and accommodating. Thank you so much, Primary Children's, for everything you did.
Thanks so much for sharing these stories. I guess we're going to send it back out to Lori, back to the plaza.
Okay, sorry, I was checking in with the mayor here. We've got Cole. We're talking about our next musical act. Who do we have, Cole?
The Rise Up Choir.
There you go. Take it away.
A brand new day on me. I've been looking for the sunshine. I haven't seen it in so long, and everything's gonna work out just fine. Everything's gonna be alright. That's been all. It's been a long, long time since I've known the taste of freedom. Those swinging by. That had me bound, but I don't need 'em. up in my taxi cab. Everybody's looking at me now.
Hey, welcome back. We are at the Plaza, and if you missed out on the children's choir, you really missed out. But the party is still going strong here at the Plaza. We have some of the choir members who are getting ready to take off here. The music, so many fun activities, all to benefit Primary Children's Hospital. And we just really want to make this a fun atmosphere. We kind of have like little areas set up here where kids can meet with the fairy, play some games here right behind me. And also there's been some stations set up here where people have been able to do t-shirts and leave just some really sweet messages for patients at Primary Children's Hospital. But beautiful day out here in the Plaza, and having you be a part of today and what this is all about, benefiting the patients at Primary Children's Hospital. You at home who have picked up the phone, who have gone online to kslkids.com to give donations. This is about celebrating the community, for giving back to all these deserving kids as well as their families. So we'll send it back to you.
Did you see Cole there doing the robot? He was really good at that. So for over 100 years, Primary Children's Hospital has been helping children, families, and communities across the western United States. And Primary Children's Hospital serves far beyond Utah's borders. Their reach extends across the Intermountain West, touching lives in Alaska, Nevada, Wyoming, Idaho, and Montana. Families from across this vast region turn to Primary Children's Hospital when their children need expert care. And that's a service area of more than 400,000 square miles, nearly 10% of the entire U.S. So no matter how remote the community, they are committed to bringing world-class pediatric care close to home.
We're so lucky to have that here. And as you know, the hospital has helped so many kids over the years, and every minute matters when a child is facing a medical emergency.
And so for one Utah teen, a frightening and unexpected stroke changed everything in an instant. But quick action, expert care, and the team at Primary Children's Hospital helped give her life back. Take a look.
Lucy Merrill was getting ready for soccer practice when the headache hit.
I was just kind of stumbling along the hallway, just trying to find my mom.
Her mom, Melanie, noticed something was very wrong.
And I thought to myself, why am I seeing stroke symptoms? Kids don't have strokes.
She wasn't speaking, wasn't making sense.
Lucy was rushed to a local ER. Her dad urged doctors to call Primary Children's Hospital. Specialists there guided the local team through exams and imaging, confirming Lucy was having a stroke.
The biggest threat to pediatric stroke is time. Every single minute where a part of the brain is not getting blood flow, brain cells are dying.
Lucy was then taken to Primary Children's, where surgeons removed 2 blood clots in her brain. She spent 2 weeks in the hospital and months in physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Doctors say Intermountain sees dozens of children each year with new strokes, but symptoms can be missed because they don't always look the same as an adult.
Just get them to that emergency room as quickly as you can.
Lucy's stroke happened shortly before Intermountain Children's Health launched its pediatric telestroke network. Now, the system connects 24 hospitals in Utah and southern Idaho with stroke experts at Primary Children's.
We can get on camera and work together with them to help evaluate and treat that stroke as quickly as possible.
Today, Lucy is doing well.
I've been feeling really good.
Back in school, taking honors classes, and having just returned from New York City, where she and her choir group performed at Carnegie Hall.
She's been able to make almost a complete recovery and back to normal function thanks to the time and the efforts of a lot of people.
Wow, I'm here with Dr. McKenna Coletti, a pediatric neurologist at University of Utah Health and Intermountain Primary Children's Hospital. It's so great to meet you. Mom of 5 here, I'm going to echo Lucy's mom when she said, I didn't know kids could have strokes. I didn't know kids could have strokes. How common is that?
Well, it is incredibly rare, but it does happen, and it's so important for people to know about.
So awareness becomes key.
Absolutely.
What do you want people to know?
We want people to know that kids have strokes, so when kids come in with symptoms that are sometimes similar to adult stroke, with facial drooping or weakness, difficulty talking, that kid could be having a stroke. It's really hard for people to get past that mental barrier that kids cannot have strokes.
Yeah, so that's the message, loud and clear, heard and received. I was also curious to learn about this telestroke program. I had no idea, and in Lucy's situation, those minutes really mattered.
Yeah, telestroke is so huge because, I mean, we're a huge geographic area that Intermountain serves. And so being able to get specialists in the room through the telestroke program to kids that need it is so important, because we don't expect everyone to, know the details of caring for children with stroke.
Well, yeah, to that point, smaller hospitals are able to connect with specialists like yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
That's valuable. Lucy has made an incredible recovery. What does it mean to you as a physician when you see and hear and embrace stories like that?
I mean, hearing Lucy's story makes me tear up all the time. I got to meet her really early on in her course, and throughout, and her family is so lovely. I think it just speaks to how meaningful her career in taking care of children really is, and how much impact we can make when we set up these systems-wide things that can really help everybody.
Well, and if I may share a compliment of my own to you, I've been talking to professionals like yourself all day, and I'm always so touched. I mentioned this before, but by the heart that you can clearly see is behind the work. So just the fact that you're still feeling emotion over Lucy's path and progression says everything. Dr. Coletti, thank you. Thank you for the work that you do, and we hope you will join us in that work today, picking up the phone or going online and donating what you can to give to this cause. Kristen, how's it going over there?
Oh, it's going great. We got these volunteers behind us still taking calls, and the hospital, such an important resource and blessing to so many families, and that is our why today. That's why we are asking you to call and donate to the hospital. We are in the last few minutes, so we want to really give this final push to get more money for these kids. As a mom who has been through this at Primary Children's with my own first child so many times, these therapies that this money goes towards are truly everything. It's the hardest thing to do. It's the hardest on the families, but you have these people who come in and care and help make it okay and provide that lifeline. And you can help provide that lifeline too by giving us a call at 801 KSL Kids. You can click on the go online and click on kslkids.com, or you can even watch the QR screen. Just take a picture of that and they'll send you to the website to donate. And remember, Hyundai is our sponsor right now that is matching, and every dollar counts. So we are so excited for these folks behind me to get more phone calls. We need to get this going. Look at these hard workers out there. Call, call, call. Again, that's 801-575-5437. And we want to also let you know that even though we're going to be wrapping up here in a few minutes, the donations are not. So you can donate all day long. We'll have volunteers manning these phones here behind me until 10 p.m. tonight. So tell your friends, get them to call, grab the neighbors too, and help donate. And don't forget, Hyundai is matching right now, so whatever you donate is going to get doubled. So please donate if you can, and remember how precious these kids are and how much this means to them.
We are a little bit starstruck at the moment.
Whoa.
Cosmo! How are you?
Ooh, you didn't want to miss out on the party. Welcome.
Yes.
I don't like me bossing him around, telling him to watch the cables and step over the side. I'm sorry, you are the man. You are in charge.
Oh, man.
Anything you'd like to add?
All right. Well, we want to get to some important business because, as you know, the donations, they've been pouring in through the phones, online. So it is time to see what you have made the impact. So can we get a drum roll, please?
Yeah.
And I'll move out of the way.
Come on, here we go. Up from 117,000 to $119,972. And your generous donations. We are so grateful for all of your dollars, your all the money that you have given to us at this hour.
No one hypes a figure like that, like Cosmo. Thank you for being here for the celebration, for pumping it up. And I think we can all speak from a place of heart when we say these kids have motivated us, they've inspired us today. These families are so brave, and with your help, they can be on that path to healing. Thanks for watching.
This is an extraordinary journey. The scope of the Americas is so massive, it's Earth's supercontinent, our home.
The Americas. Fun fact.